Replicon Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the juggalos on Replicon Radio. Give it a listen. Don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. This is Replicon Radio.
If you would like to be a proud sponsor of Replicon Radio, shoot us an email at therepliconiswatching@gmail.com.
Yo,
I'm pretty sure.
Hello.
We've rid of these.
it's Monday, but it's Tuesday on a Tuesday,
I'm done fucking with this.
bruh. I think we're here, sorta. It's weird because I can't see it. I can see this falling apart over there. Hey, at least that's the only thing that broke on your side today. Please
I'm
don't.
getting rid of it.
Please don't throw that. Those are expensive.
I don't know what it's all attached on. It's attached to
That's a very drunk Tony move.
every fucking thing.
I agree. I agree with that. It's 8 o'clock. Our show starts at 6.
Are we still connected? Because I had a pop-up that said it was disconnected, and then it said it reconnected, and now I'm trying to go on to YouTube on my phone, and it's cause I wanted to double check.
You know?
Yeah, it says start record. Well, it says stop streaming or start recording.
It's
I'm
not-
glad
it's-
you guys are sitting here trying to like, oh, what was happening over here? Is he gonna throw this? This is a drunk Tony move, but nobody wants to help or nothing. Don't worry, I got it, guys.
I don't know. I was pretty criticized just now. I don't feel like I feel like I'm too drunk to stand up, I guess. So
I just-
I don't want to give you guys any more fuel.
I thought you were just reacting in anger. I didn't want to be a part of it. I wasn't
No,
exactly
we're
sure
not
what you were
using it,
doing.
So why is it even in the fucking way?
Well, right now we're not using anything.
It wasn't. It was
broken.
in the corner.
In the way.
It wasn't.
It wasn't in your way, no, but it was in my way.
How?
We're falling apart over here, guys.
Now it's out of the way until I get up. Then it's gonna be in the way, and then I'm gonna throw it downstairs.
Somebody help Rue. Bartlebus sees us. Larry says no help needed. We're on different computers. We're in fucking different time zones. We're on a different day. We were supposed to have a guest who's still texting me trying to help. I don't know what to do.
Everything's gone to shit.
I just started watching Royal Rumble.
But it's working. That's what it looks like.
It seems we just don't have any of the cool background graphics, or we do have the sound though. That's good.
In the video. You can adjust. You know how to adjust that stuff?
I mean, I see it over here, and then and then what is it? What do I hit? Transition after I
just
adjust everything.
Move it like you would something on your screen, like an image. Like it's clickable.
Yeah, I see it, and then you click on it. And,
so you can just move it. Grab it and move it.
yeah, but I don't know how best to.
Oh, that's up to your eye. That's in the eye. That's in the eye of the holder.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Well, thank God we're not eating chicken.
Right.
But we made it, sort of. What's going on, guys? Yeah, everything going great. Enjoying the day. Enjoying life.
Who are you talking to?
You guys.
Oh, I thought you were talking to them.
They can't respond to me. I can't even fucking.
We have a chat room. They absolutely can.
Oh, well, I can't even see it right now. I just pulled it up on my
That's your
phone
problem.
for a second. I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah, I had a decent day. Didn't do much. I mean,
You're off work today?
yeah, because I was out last night.
You're on raw recovery?
Yes,
Uh,
correct. It was a good time too.
Just waiting on us, huh, bro?
Guy didn't even show up last week.
It's such a weird angle that my laptop camera is at. Like I have to turn it this way to get it straight on.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, and I'm in the properties thing, the camera control, and I can't control anything but the exposure or the low light compensation.
That shit sucks.
That's so stupid.
The only thing you do that's any fun is like make it fucking move around and shit,
Yeah.
which isn't helpful. It's just fun.
No. Like I was trying to zoom it in a little bit, but I don't think it doesn't give me the opportunity.
Oh God,
the option to.
you zoomed me in a whole bunch.
I mean, I did. I was just trying to fill in the dead space. That's just how close. I mean, I
that
could
camera.
Yeah, that's the camera. Like I could try and zoom. Oh, that's the one we don't have any control over to zoom on. Yeah, Paul's on the camera that I'm usually on.
It's so weird.
And I'm on the camera that we never use because it's on my laptop, which is what we're using to run the show.
Imagine that.
Yeah. So
All your dreams have come true today, Tony.
No, this is Merle's.
You're in charge of everything.
No, this is Merle's dream.
It's Merle's nightmare.
This is Merle's dream because he's going to talk about this for the next several years.
It's Merle's nightmare.
He's going to be like, this is amazing. I can talk so much shit forever.
DVM is pressing the buttons. And he doesn't even know what buttons.
I don't have nothing to press. Like shit. Like I don't have any images to put up. I just filled the screen so we didn't have any blank spaces.
Press record so we can upload this to all the other shit later.
Start recording right there. And we're live.
We were already live.
I know. I was just talking about for the recording.
Holy shit, guys. If you'd like to donate money to Replicon Radio, just do that. Shoot us an email to donate money at Replicon Radio. Yes, sir, we can reschedule that. That's so funny. And you know how shitty it is? So we're going to have a special guest tonight, right?
Yeah.
And, well, long story short, it was like, I don't know. It was a pain in the ass. And I was like...
Just in general, just to start off with?
Like, I don't want to throw shade because I like the guy. I don't mean like that. But it's like...
Well, scheduling.
Yeah, I was just like, ah. And then it was like... And then he was like, well, fuck. You just want to do another day? And I'm like, well, you already had a problem with Mondays. We just happened to be doing it on Tuesday, so it worked out better. Now we're going to go back to Mondays because that's where we're normally at. He's like, all right, we'll figure it out, and we made it work. And then it was like, well, fuck, now we're fucked up. Like, it's just a clusterfuck. So, this is fucking weird. I'm just staring at a fucking restarting screen on my computer. There's like, I'm so used to like looking at the show. I can't see anything. This is
well, here.
Is this what life is like? For
how
you
about
guys?
just scoot your shit over, man, and then I could just turn this, and then you could just see.
Well, once this works, I can pull YouTube up like you guys do. But like seeing nothing is really strange.
Yeah.
But woo.
Yeah.
Who won? Did we win this? Did Taylor Swift win the Super Bowl yet, or what?
I don't know. You would know that probably more than Tony or I.
Well, I don't
Taylor
watch.
Swift won a Super Bowl or whatever.
I don't watch it.
I don't watch Taylor Swift, so I.
If you watch football, you watch Taylor Swift, bro.
That's not true at all.
Yeah. Next year they're gonna have the fucking the Swift fucking bowl or whatever, bro. Kidding me? They're changing the name and shit. It's gonna be the Super Swift Bowl.
That'd be cool. I don't know too many people that watch it.
She's gonna call the draft.
I think I saw somewhere that like the football ratings or whatever for like KC. I don't know if it was the ratings or the earnings or whatever went up $2 billion since Swift started coming to games. More people started paying attention. We need a. We don't have a. I would say we don't have a football team, so it don't matter.
Their revenue went up $2 million.
2 billion.
2 billion.
Billion.
I mean, it makes sense.
We do have a football team.
All they have to
do?
do is just come out with a Chiefs jersey that's a collaboration with
Call
Taylor
it
Swift.
Battlehawks, sir.
Oh yeah. That's what's that? XFL.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna call it now because they joined with the UFL or whatever.
Oh, you don't know who's gonna get the rights to what it's called?
Yeah, I'm not even. They don't even know what's going on. I don't
It's
think.
gonna be the Ultimate Extreme Football League.
Well, the UFL was like
Is that
pretty much
Ultimate?
like the NFL, like with the rules and all that. So I don't know
Oh,
how the
the rules are
XFL.
different?
Yeah, I don't know how the XFL and all that's gonna come into play or what. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Damn, I'm watching ads and shit, bro.
We usually skip those.
Well, I gotta watch them shits. I'm trying to get $1. Trying to get $1 in my
I'm
15
gonna have to
cent.
disconnect from your Wi-Fi, man. The shit's is acting like it's clogged. Like it ain't loading, and I don't ever have this issue.
Now it's the internet's problem.
I mean, I'm connected to the Wi-Fi and nothing's loading, so that's an internet problem.
She's the new commissioner. Hell yeah.
So if the internet's obviously working if you're connected to it.
That's
It's
not.
OBS, Bartle Boss.
I don't have a problem with anything loading. What are you trying to load?
I was trying to get into the YouTube.
Yeah.
Just on your
My
phone?
YouTube popped up, no problem.
I'll restart my shit.
OBS, sir. We need it. We got Tony's laptop up and working, which is better than mine.
But
I
it's
had to do
it's
it.
not. It hasn't been set up for the show.
We
Like,
literally just downloaded OBS on his computer 10 minutes ago and
Right.
just unplugged all of our fucking cords and plugged them into his, which is why we got a weird
You might have to do a YouTube update.
setup.
possibly. Yeah. So
But we were gonna have a guest tonight. We're gonna have a guest next Monday, probably. I'm just waiting for him to confirm that, and then I'll just tell you who it was, because he already shared it out, promoted it. He was gonna be here tonight after we were getting ready to do it, and it didn't happen. So, but we're here.
he was only supposed to be on an hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah, we were supposed to start at 6. He was gonna be on at 7, and here we are at 8. The tablet die? No, the tablet's that's where the music's coming from. The music is still being played off the tablet. Most everything goes through the mixer, so it's not a matter of our equipment not working.
I had to restart my.
It's
phone.
the computer. The computer
So it's not the internet's problem.
the computer is the issue, always. All of our stuff works.
I'm glad that it's all, everything. If your guys' shit's not working, it's my shit, never your shit. But come to find out, your shit.
I mean,
wasn't
I'm logged
working.
in and it's not loading the chat. So I mean, it's still because I reconnected to your Wi-Fi, but I'll disconnect again.
Man, I didn't have a problem pulling it up.
Technology sucks, bro.
For sure.
It's only good when it works.
I mean,
Yeah, when it works.
everything
it works.
pops up. On
Yeah,
my
no.
phone just
See,
fine.
it popped up when I wasn't on your Wi-Fi, but when I clicked on your Wi-Fi, it took it away.
I didn't have a problem with it.
Mhm.
Must be a setting you have.
Maybe it's your
Not how
click
it
out
works.
of it.
whatever your IPs are. It's maybe your shit's overloaded. It's like, bro, you're streaming that. Why are you trying
I
to
don't-
watch it, dog?
I don't have a problem with either one.
Your computer's like, stop being so fucking selfish. You can't stream it and watch yourself at the same time.
I love how you guys are now computer geniuses.
I'm just talking
I'm
shit.
just saying you're the one that has the problem because my shit works just fine.
Oh, I'm clearly a computer genius. That's why we're running this off of your laptop right now.
No, you just know what like 3 buttons to hit.
What 3 buttons are those?
That's right. We do got video and audio, so we're good. That's all we need. It's better than what we've had in the past. We've had worse shows.
That's true.
We've had worse shows,
That's
baby.
true.
Fucking crazy, dog. We're just a little late and on a different day. It's okay.
OBS is very resource heavy, yeah. But
Yeah.
it's saying that it's using 4% of the CPU.
What does that mean? Resource heavy.
Computer genius over there.
What does that mean? You don't know either?
I'm not gonna explain it because then you're just telling me I'm wrong.
How would I tell you you're wrong when I don't know the answer?
I've been wrong this whole fucking time.
About what?
Well, the internet not working, even though when I disconnect from his Wi-Fi, it loads on my phone, and then when I connect to his Wi-Fi, it doesn't load on my phone. I'm over here saying that you don't know how to run a computer, you just know how to press a few buttons.
Maybe you're logging onto the wrong
And I'm sitting
one,
there.
I don't
Also,
know.
I was telling you that you need to go onto your computer and then you need to go through your startup programs and make sure that nothing's running that you don't need it to be running, because it shouldn't be running like shit right off a startup. But you're like, you're wrong. So, all right.
I never said that.
You didn't say, oh, yeah, that's something I need to do. You didn't go, oh, yeah, you didn't.
So since I didn't reply, I'm
Tony
wrong?
is very emotional tonight for some reason.
Extremely.
Not sure why.
So,
Because
Bartlebus,
I'm hammered, isn't that right, Rue?
It's
what does very resource heavy mean? Since
What'd you say?
I said it's because I'm hammered, isn't that right, Rue?
I don't think that's it. I think something might have happened that you're just very butthurt today.
Oh, it takes more. It definitely takes more computer to run it. That's for sure.
Woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Could be a reason. I don't know.
I feel that. On the wrong side of the bed. It's gonna be the fucking dopest episode ever, bro.
Probably gonna be the shortest.
Well, that's because we started 2 hours late. That's true. So that's good for all you haters out there. You get a little less. Hey,
These dipshits, they can't even fill their own fucking time slots.
hammered or too many edibles on something.
I want to hear about Jelly Roll and Taylor Swift. What happened?
They met.
That's why we put that in the title, because they
Yeah.
just met.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the sky's the limit, bro.
Wow.
What could happen next?
Did you expect that not to happen?
To be that maybe they'll make the greatest country song in the world,
She's not country anymore.
pop song in the world. Maybe they'll fall in love. Maybe she'll break up with your guy and stop fucking up your football games, and she can just hang out with Jelly Roll and Bunny.
You don't
They'll have
to
a
break up with
throuple.
him. Keep
That'd be
fucking this
what's up.
game all up. I don't give a shit.
Could you imagine
That would be amazing.
for Jelly Roll? Not
Yeah,
for
I know.
anyone else. Just having a throuple with Bunny and Taylor. Lord of mercy.
That's their new album, Taylor Roll.
Yeah, yeah. I'm down. I just don't know. Like, I've the Grammys were yet last night or Sunday night. I keep thinking it's Monday still. Yesterday's didn't happen.
You watch that crap?
Generally no, but I watched it because Jelly Roll. I mean, I like like Grammy performances.
Words are fucking hard for you today, too. Ain't
Yeah, well, I've been.
they? Anyway.
It's a bad day for everyone. But
Bro, I'm retarded.
I
and
like
you know
music.
this.
I love music. I like Grammy performances.
Yeah.
But the actual award shows, I could care less, so I don't generally watch them. But I watched part of it because of Jelly Roll.
I'm just fucked up by how he has his headphone cord.
All fucked up.
Dude, look at that one. It's around his fucking earlobe.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. I was just like testing sound earlier.
I know.
Like,
I just been looking at it. I'm just like, God damn,
all you gotta do
bro.
is fucking say something.
I
cocksucker.
did.
you did.
Just now, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Fuck, I'm gonna need a drink.
But yeah, I wanted to fucking. What the fuck is? I wanted to see Jelly Roll. That's the answer to the question.
But he didn't
Did
win,
he
though.
It's
perform?
the same reason I don't watch sports because I don't know people. It's the same reason I generally don't watch the Grammys. But this time I knew somebody, so I wanted to watch somebody I knew. No, he didn't win, and I was sad.
Yeah, he got beat by somebody that nobody fucking knows.
Yeah.
If he got beat by Ice Spice, I would have been like, okay, at least I heard of her all fucking year. Everybody heard
thinking
of,
that's who we were
everybody
gonna-
heard of Ice Spice all year. Everybody heard of Jelly Roll all year. Nobody heard of that other bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, like I listened to some of her shit. I don't even know who the fuck that is. How did she win over Ice Spice, which blew the fuck up, Jelly Roll, which blew the fuck up? Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe Jay-Z's onto something.
I don't watch award shows.
Jay-Z was wild.
That fucking pompous asshole. Like, come on, man. Like, I get it that these are like basically rich people patting themselves on the back, but like you gotta realize,
So fucking
especially
don't
for these upper, she has one of the most. If she's not the most winningest artist,
Oh, Beyonce.
yeah, and she's fucking close. She's got 32 Grammys, bro. Shut the fuck up. You fucking little whine ass bitch. Just because she didn't get best album, like, shut up. She has like almost more Grammys than anybody, if not more Grammys than anybody. Like, shut up. Shut up.
He looked like a fool.
He's a bitch.
Even like the news, it's weird to see. Even like news coverage was like,
I've never been a fan of his. His music is fucking garbage. Fuck you, Jay-Z.
All right.
So
Tell us how you really feel.
I mean, it's stupid, man. Because like, if you watched how excited Jelly
I
Roll
don't think
was,
you got this mad when Kanye said shit.
I don't even think we had a podcast then.
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't think we did. That
We
was
went off on
that was
Taylor
like,
Swift.
that was hell as ago. That was like when I was in high school.
And you still didn't get that mad over it.
I thought it was dumb then.
But fuck
Yeah,
you.
Killer Mike
I'm not
got
a fan of
arrested. That shit's
Beyonce, so I
wild,
thought
bro.
it was dumb then. I'm like, that's stupid. But I'm not a huge like Swiftie or anything like that, especially back then.
I don't watch any of them awards.
I think Beyonce's overrated. Like, she has, she'll make a song that has 32 words in it, and she'll have 16 writers for it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. She's talented. She can dance. She could perform. But, like, people put her up on a fucking pedestal like she's a goddess. Like, she's the best thing ever to fucking happen to music, and I don't agree. I don't.
I mean, she's pretty good. I mean, I don't like half of her shit, but
I'm not saying she's a bad artist. I mean, by all means. I mean, she's obviously got a huge following and all that stuff. But like, people think that she's like, just like the Swifties. They think that Taylor Swift is the best thing fucking ever. There's just way more of them in heavier numbers than there are for Queen Bee over there. But people aren't jumping on the stage going, "Yeah, you didn't give Taylor Swift this one award, even though she won 16 awards tonight." Nobody's jumping on stage doing that dumb shit, And Beyonce is still, she never is going to be like, yeah, that was kind of a line, but, it's cool. She's not going to do that, because both of them think that, the world needs to be handed to them when it already has been. Like, you guys are the richest artists ever to exist. So, like, calm down. You're fine.
Who are we yelling about now? I know it started with Jay-Z, but we went somewhere else. Who was it?
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it literally ended on Jay-Z and
Okay,
Beyonce.
I thought you were talking about somebody else. My
No.
bad.
I mean, if you were listening,
I was for a while. I'm like blocking, trying to read the fucking tiny comments. On my
Oh, I
phone.
thought you were trying to, like, record your camera.
No, I can't fucking see. I'm blind, bro. Matching microphones, Beyonce. Yes. What's up, Shape?
Oh, shit. What's up, Shape? I just saw a post about you going silent on social media and shit like that. And I thought you were in jail, and then Toby came on there and was like, yeah, no, you deleted your shit. I mean, you were getting pretty hot and heavy on like, calling out Twisted. So, I mean, I get it. Maybe you were getting into a dark space and you had to step away. But what's up, dude? It's nice to see you popping in.
Hell yeah.
what up,
You
Shake?
peeped the new Little Dicky? Super disappointed. What? Oh, did he put a record out? I like the show. Killer Mike got arrested. You interviewed King Clemson? Queen? You talking about Queen Clemson? That's what he's talking about, right? He said the dude from Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
Or is that not the Juggalo?
No, Dr. Phil, dude.
If my P.O. asks, I sell Taylor Swift panties. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Never mind. I was gonna say, slide it, hit me up. Hit me up in the DMs, bro. I might. What do you think that goes for?
We love you too, Shape.
How much is a pair?
And I'm glad that you realize that you need to get right in the head.
How much do you think swizzle panties go for though?
Like, if they're legit, I mean, thousands.
I wouldn't buy it.
20 grand.
I would have maybe more. I
I've
mean,
never
because like
understood
it's
that.
never been a thing that's been sold as far as I'm aware. Like, she could sell one pair of panties.
Did you say I'm aware or underwear?
I'm aware.
Instead of I'm aware.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Queen. You talking about Queen Crimson? That guy's still alive? Didn't he? He turned into a woman, right? I'm not even joking.
I don't remember hearing that, but I mean, I'm not gonna. It's funny that that was your first reply. And I was like, oh shit.
Well, like he was, you know what I mean? He was relevant for a minute because of the fucking Dr. Phil thing, and everybody hated on him for being fucking a joke or whatever. And then he used that and like publicized it, then showed up at fucking Psychopathic and like got slapped or some shit or something stupid, and then they made fun of him. And then he just fucking disappeared. But then I saw like he was shooting videos in his trailer, and he like literally legit became a woman. It was like, I'm now queen whatever.
You follow that dude way more than I think.
That was
else.
back then. That's when it was like a thing. And I wasn't following him. That was the last. But that was.
I mean, more power to him.
That had to be fucking pre-COVID, bro.
Was he dressing up for you, maybe?
No, I've never met that. I've never met her.
Hit him up on the OnlyFans.
I've never met them.
Right.
It's like, oh shit, you want to do a live one-on-one?
See, Merle says too. That's what I thought he or she did.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened.
I mean, if he came out as a she, then by all means. I mean, I'm not hating on that.
That was like before it was.
I just hope that you're not as dumb as a woman than you were as a dude.
That was like before it was cool to trans.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like fucking. I don't know. Clinton or Bush might have been in office or something.
You know, we. Man.
I wouldn't buy Taylor Swift panties. I'm just curious how much they'd go for. I always thought that was weird that was something people bought. I get a lot of like perv stuff, and I guess I kind of get that, but it's just it can't be good.
I mean, it's like a taboo thing. That, you know, it's you play a fantasy out in your brain, and you know that's. I wouldn't do it.
Just seems like it'd be gross.
Well, I mean, that's the point. People get off on.
No,
that.
I don't think the point is. I don't think that. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe that's why I don't understand it.
That's why people like. There's
assume
girls
it's
that
because
sell period panties that like they're
definitely
like,
gross.
oh, I want you to. There's guys that make requests that they're like, hey, I want you to wear this for 3 days without showering and then send them to me, or just wear them once, or like, I want them dirty. You know, there's guys that want all range of different wearing of panties.
Sounds pretty fucking gross.
They have panty vending machines in Japan, and
Yeah, but they're not used.
Some of them are.
Are they? They've used panty vending
Yeah.
machines? Really? That's
Why?
weird.
Yeah. I mean, they're not like panties to wear. Like oh shit, I ran out of panties. Like, no, they're just like.
Well, they have every kind of vending machine in Japan. They would have panties to wear.
Well, yes, but that's not what the ones I'm talking about.
That's wild. I don't get it.
It is.
That shit would smell.
But it's a.
Even the nicest smelling would probably smell like shit by the time it went through the fucking mail system.
Yeah. I mean, there was you heard about the girls that were selling
sweetie,
like farts in a
smells
jar
like
and
postal
shit.
worker.
Yeah,
So hard.
Yeah, farts in a jar, and then you got bath water. There's all kinds of shit. There's dirty socks. Come on, man. There's some freaky people out there.
Yeah, bro. See,
I mean,
imagine that used panty machine in the summer heat. We should set up a gathering.
Could you just
fucking panty
imagine
machine,
the horn dogs just gathered around smelling the fucking like the little part where
Just
you reach
outside,
in.
just fucking leaning on the
where you
glass.
reach in to get the panties. They just have that little flap open and they're just buy another pair. I want to smell it again.
This is wrong.
We talk about something else.
What are you buying?
It's fucking gross.
She picked a great day to be here for our episode.
Why am I? Yeah. Baby. Here's another 30 tokens. I got your package. It smells like postal worker.
Pay me another 200 bits and I'll send you another pair.
That's just wild, bro. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But good luck. Wasn't there like a doctor? Never mind. We're gonna stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What else is going on? I got identity theft. Somebody stole
He
me.
got identity
Who the
thief.
fuck would want to be you?
No, if I knew, I'd fucking stab him in the fucking heart, bro.
Is that where you're gonna leave it with that?
I mean, it's just
That's it.
I'm just saying if I knew. So like, I work. I have a job, and I get direct deposits. Someone apparently hacked my account, switched my direct deposit to some new banking system that they offer, signed up their own account for this banking system where they get deposits every single day, and they got all my money from the last fucking almost 2 weeks.
So they did withdraw it,
As far as I know, they won't.
which is weird.
They're still determining that I'm me now. It's a way bigger pain in the ass to confirm I'm the real me than it was to someone to make a fake me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to FaceTime or something? I'll show you my ID.
And it's fucking
live.
insane to fucking yell at people that are trying to help you. Because that's who I was today and fucking 4 days ago and 3. Because it's like the person on the phone is not the one not working. You know what I'm saying? But they're like, oh, well, they're working on it. They're trying to investigate. What the fuck you mean they're trying? They didn't investigate when someone signed up with my information and stole my money that's been going to the same place with the same information for fucking years. And now I'm calling you from that same place with that same information from that same phone number.
Right.
And you're trying to tell me that you can't just give me my shit. Like, give me my shit and go fix the guy. So like, well, we're not a real bank. We're digital. So like, great. They should make it easier. If he physically took the money, we'd have to physically find him.
Right.
But now he digitally took the money, so you just fucking digitally go backwards.
Yeah, just go. How about you follow some fucking number trails and figure out where that money went? I mean, it seems pretty.
I mean, if it's
pretty
every,
easy.
if it's every day getting deposited, I mean, it's not that hard to figure out.
And here's the thing that
It's
pissed me
after
off the most today,
it's
right?
after every delivery, it gets deposited the actual amount, and then like any tip adjustment gets deposited afterwards. But after every delivery, you get your guaranteed amount.
Yeah, so I get paid every Tuesday for the week.
All I said was, if it's deposited every day,
Well, it's deposited
it
into
should
a
be
account,
easier.
and then someone has to take it out of that account
it
to
should
there.
be easier to figure out where.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that
I was
pissed me
saying
off
that it's
the most
deposited
today.
multiple times a day, not even just once a day, multiple times.
So I
a day.
found out
understand.
today
I'm just going what he said.
after not hearing back from them, I called again. Like, look, today's payday again. I want to make sure my shit didn't come through. So is it still going to this person? And they're like, oh, it looks like it cut off on the 3rd or on the 5th, 3rd or the 5th. They couldn't figure out.
Was yesterday.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. So when I called on the 1st, you guys
get cut off.
and you guys were like, well, we have to confirm. You flagged my account for fraud, and you need to investigate. But you decided to go ahead and continue paying the wrong person for 4 more fucking days.
Pretty much.
I'm like, are you fucking like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh yeah, you got to prove that you are who you are.
Yeah. So then today, after I called and fucking bitched at multiple people, I finally get some shit about fucking I had to fill this out and fill that out and fucking tears photos of my.
You finally get.
Here's
moved
my
in the right
ID
direction.
and my fucking selfie, and you know what I mean. I had to do all this shit and fill out a fucking identity theft fucking thing from the government. I had to do all of it. I'm like, because I told the lady eventually. I was like, look, if that's true, because they won't necessarily tell me everything, because if I'm lying, which I get to an extent, if I'm the one lying, they're not gonna be like, hey, well, yeah, he took your money. You know what I mean? Like, so they won't tell me if the person, like, if the money was deposited, they're not telling me if someone actually took it out.
Right.
So it could just be sitting there. They won't tell me either way. But I'm like, look, if they took this weekend, we're looking at over $2,000. This isn't playtime. Like, I'm gonna the next phone call is gonna be to a lawyer. Like, that's court money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a couple $100 where I'm like, we need to figure this out. We're over $2,000, bro. Like, I was like, you work at, I was yelling at these people, dog.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, you work in a fucking call center. I know you do. If you don't get paid for 2 weeks, is your kids gonna eat?
Right.
Like, you don't understand what the fuck is going on here? And I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? Because what am I gonna do?
I mean, yeah, you can't just stop working.
Like, you know what? Yeah, it's fucking insane, bro. So that happened.
Well, open up another account, reverse your fucking bullshit to that account
Right.
instead of the old one.
Well, that's what I did immediately. As soon as I found out about it, I called because I didn't know what happened.
So
Right?
this is your bank you're talking to.
It's a bank app is
Right.
what it is. Which is the new service that they offer where I work, right? They're like, oh, instead of using what we've been using for years, we have this option now where you can get paid every fucking day. That's the whole point of it is you get paid faster, right?
Yeah.
It was an option presented to you that I never accepted. I was fine with what I had. I don't want to get paid every day. I would just spend more money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how when I used to deliver pizza, it was like I never made money
Because you always spend.
because I got it every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I got $100 in my pocket. And I would just spend it. You know what I mean? I do a lot better with just, okay, I get paid on Tuesday. These are all the bills. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then all of a sudden I didn't get paid. I didn't get my money didn't show up. I'm like, oh, well, yeah, occasionally it's late, you know, holiday, shit like that, whatever. So then the next day rolls around. I'm like, oh, okay, what the fuck's going on? It didn't come through today. So on the next day is when I called. I'm like, hey, what's going on? It's one thing to be one day late. We're now on day 2. And they're like, oh, it was deposited into your one account. What? So then I just assumed that they did it for me. Because I had got the emails about this new service available. I'm like, oh, they fucking set up this shit. I didn't want that. So I went to go create an account. Apparently they have my money. You know, you've had shit like that where it's like, you know what I mean? Like your company did this.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're sorry, you can't set up an account. I'm like, motherfucker, you got my money. I better. So then I called and then I found out someone used part of my information. I think my email and whatever they had, which is enough to set up an account and move my fucking shit to direct deposit with no questions asked.
Yeah, they don't need shit no more.
You see how many problems we just had logging into fucking Gmail to go live on YouTube on Tony's computer? That was fucking way more harder than whatever the fuck they had to do to steal all my money. Like, I didn't get an email like, is this really you? I didn't get any of that shit. You know what I mean?
Which doesn't make any sense because not too long prior to this, I had actually signed myself up for this bank account, this new offer, and I had already gone through that, and there was definitely authorizations that were sent to me that I have to do. To just log in, you have to give him your mobile number. You have to get a fucking a code that you have to fucking enter.
Yeah. So when I call, but they use different shit. They didn't like when I that's when I give them my phone number, they're like, this not you. But it was my email, which is apparently the only information they had. Yeah. My email. And they were able to, whatever they signed up for the account, and then they got into the Spark app and they moved it. Mm-hmm. And that, once you're logged in, it was a click of a button. Yeah. This exists. I'd rather go here. And then to move it back, there was a week delay. I'm like, doesn't even make fucking sense. I hate you, Burn. Mm-hmm. So yeah, hopefully it.
Yeah, that shit happened with me when I had that Academy Bank thing. Somebody had set up an account underneath my name. Yeah. And I went to deposit my check one day, and they're like, well, what account do you want this to go into? I'm like, fuck you mean what account? So there should only be one. No, you opened up. I said, I didn't open up another. I didn't open up anything. So I said, well, how much money is in the other account? They're like, $20. I said, cool, take that $20 out of that account, put it in my main account, and close that fucking account. Somehow ended up somebody's $20. I don't know who the fuck it was.
That's wild.
Yeah. I said, how in the fuck does somebody open up an account? I had to come up here and give you fucking forms of ID, this and that and another. And now you tell me this person did it online and didn't have to provide any fucking information?
Yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
No.
So yeah, that's fucking... It's obnoxious. I still don't know the fucking outcome. I just know I need my money.
You ain't gonna get it back for a while. Unless they already do all that.
What? They didn't do anything.
So you ain't got no money, no nothing.
Exactly. So I said, just give me my money back and then go after the person. Don't fucking why do I gotta, you know what I mean? Like, but I guess they gotta fucking confirm that I'm me and he's not me. I'm like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Right. And everybody wants to blame somebody else. The fucking it's called One. It's a fucking banking app. They're like, well, you need to call Spark. They're the ones that got fucking hacked. This has been a major problem with them since we partnered with them or whatever. I'm like, great. They said to call you because you're the ones that have the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave you the money, regardless of who's responsible, who's not. You got the money. I had to change passwords and do all that shit over there. That shit was done immediately. Right. As soon as we knew what the fuck was going on, everything was changed. And then I had to change it again once they fucking updated. They're like, oh, here's an email that says what you need to do. Fucking 2 days later. that we already did over the phone. Like, so then I had to change it again because they logged me out of my new password because of the fraud. Yeah,
that's so stupid.
Because they were so behind on doing it. I'm like, this is
because it's happened so goddamn much.
I'm like, you guys are fucking dumb. Like it's one thing that happened. I know it's not your fault, people. But the fact that it's continuing after we all found out, that's the shit that
it
pissed
should
me
have
off
been
the
a
most.
hard stop on everything.
Exactly, 100%. And I was like, look, you guys owe me fucking it was like $900 or something. Like, nope, now you owe me over $2,000 because you didn't stop it when I called you. Like, it's fucking insane. Like, I worked extra to make up for the fact that I knew that a first amount was going to be on hold now. And that all kept going. Like, you're fucking dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting there fighting with this and not even getting paid.
Yeah.
Or getting paid, but not getting paid.
Not getting paid.
Is there a different route you can go with getting paid?
No fucking clue what that would be.
Like a PayPal or something? I guess they probably got that too.
It's switched back, apparently. But it was delayed 5 fucking days. So, yeah. But when you fucking work and the other thing, you're getting paid every day, those 5 days matter because that's 5 days worth of fucking pay.
Right.
It's not, you know what I mean? With the other thing where I get paid every week, it wouldn't have made any fucking difference. I just switched and I'd have got my full fucking amount. But instead, even though they knew it was fucking fraud, they continued to allow it. Like, I'm hoping that they froze it and they're just, since they're not giving me all the information, I'm praying to God that they did freeze it and the deposits kept coming, but no one was allowed to take them. You know what I mean? I'm hoping. I mean, if they're not fucking complete idiots.
I'm not sure if that's how that works or not.
Oh, they tried, Bartle Boss. They tried that. They switched that over too. Like whoever logged into my fucking thing switched it to digital taxes, to where. But I had already set up for physical. They'd already mailed them out. But if they'd have done it sooner,
get them already?
Yeah, the paper.
Oh, I should probably look into that because I haven't gotten it
yesterday.
Okay, I haven't gotten mine.
But they had already shipped when this had happened.
A week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
I've got other shit, but from them I didn't. But yeah, because from what I've heard, there's people that scam this app to make money, right? Like that have fake accounts. I'm assuming someone was trying to do that.
Well, clearly.
I'm assuming someone was trying to do that with me, like steal, because they like these. It's not to be racist, but it's like these foreigners steal real people's identities that don't work there, and then log in as fucking Joe Smith, even though their name's fucking Guatemala, whatever. And then these people don't know that they have this fake job. They set up the taxes to be sent to them digitally through their email, so you don't ever get it.
Right.
It goes to fucking Guadalupe's email. You don't ever fucking see it, and they fucking work and make all this money under your name just from fucking emails and shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming what they try to do with me, but I fucking...
Yeah, we definitely need a better fucking system.
Yeah, I was like, so it was all switched over, and if they'd have done it a couple weeks earlier, they probably would have got it. And if I didn't look at my fucking shit every fucking, you know what I mean? Like, most people don't pay attention to their money every day like I do. Like, I look at everything almost daily. My credit cards, my fucking credit report, my fucking banking, you know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly looking at it, and I'm constantly paying off fucking debt, you know what I mean? So it's like, some shit doesn't happen. I'm like, what's this? What's going on here? You know? But normal people wouldn't notice that shit.
I know I didn't. I got to the point where my debt was paid down enough that and there was auto payments and like there was money in the account. I didn't have any problems with it. I had no reason to check the accounts. And now I'm making X amount of dollars more so than I ever have, and now the money's going faster than it ever has before. So I have to go through all my shit and I have to figure out what's going on with it, because either I'm nickel and diming it that fucking bad, which I don't think so. I'm not making that many dumb purchases, or it's going somewhere. So I mean that's what happens to like celebrities that get rich and stuff, like Dane Cook. You wonder like, oh shit, how did he steal millions from you? It's like, well, when you don't have to look at your bank accounts and you got people that you're supposedly able to trust looking at your stuff, which I mean I don't, but for celebrities, You know, it's very easy. You know, when as long as when you swipe that card, it clears, then there's no reason to look at bank accounts if everything's getting paid, the money's there, you never have to worry about it. Like, you know, especially in the celebrity case when they have people supposedly looking after it. That's how it happens. So don't get lazy like I did, you know.
It's wild, bro. Keep an eye on your shit, man.
You know, because I mean, Alex got her shit stolen. They had Audible accounts open up in her name, which is fucking weird. I've heard of that before, but it's like, what are you doing with that? Like what's the point?
Right? You listen to fucking books?
Yeah. Just make up fake email accounts and start free trials every month. I mean,
I don't understand. I mean, obviously, I'm not a fucking. We learned earlier, I'm not a computer genius. But I just don't get it. I don't understand. Like, I understand people want to steal people's money, but I don't even understand how they get away with it. It's so hard for me to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, even setting up fucking switching Gmail to his computer was a fucking process. All I had to do was click one button any of the 15 times, and you could have not had access to fucking email address.
Even logging into an email, if you put your password in too many times, it fucking locks you out.
But someone can just take it, and I can't get my money back without fucking filling out fucking paperwork and all, you know what I mean? But if I logged in right now to try to, I wouldn't. How the fuck do you even do that? It's so. I feel like it's the easiest thing to get caught with. It doesn't. I don't get it. Tune in next week for more on that. Hopefully, I come in here like, I got my money. I need to call JG Wentworth.
It's gonna probably take a fucking year.
I can't handle that. Thank God for savings.
Well, they didn't get your tax. Well, they got all your tax information. They might try to fucking pull this shit next year.
I don't know how they got in the first place. Probably the same when I got to remember that day when I was like, some shit happened with my email and I got fucking like 82 emails all the same minute. And it was all like, welcome to this. Different weird companies.
I got
could have been. And that could have been when it started. It was like whoever it was starting to pay attention.
That was when they found the password.
Well, they found the password. Okay, and then they probably were starting to watch your shit.
But nothing else. I mean, obviously they have different passwords and different fucking usernames and all, you know what I mean? So maybe that was just the one thing that fucking was the same. You know what I mean? Because like my actual bank is different. My credit cards are different. You know what I mean? And nothing is happening there. Like even when I filled out that paperwork today, there were so many like, did it affect this? Is it this? Is it this? Is it this? It's like, and I was like, it's none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. Like, it was a weird thing to fill out because I was like, did they take it from your bank? Did they take it from your credit cards? I'm like, no, they just fucking got my direct deposit somehow. Like,
they got the thing that mattered the most.
They made a new bank, not my bank. They made a new bank. They literally stole. They didn't steal my shit. They literally stole my identity and then stole my shit.
Right.
But yeah, like my bank was fine. My credit cards were fine. You know what I mean? Everything else is still intact. No weird charges. I was already watching it. Now I'm watching even closer. Now I'm looking for like cents. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for somebody to like. I watched too many TV shows as a kid. Like the little like worm fucking like. If we just take 2 cents from everyone in the world, no one will notice. I'm like,
Right.
Bitch, I'll notice. Who the fuck charged me 2 cents? Who is fuck you?
And it sucks. It's such a pain in the ass because like you go through your bank statements and you see charges on there, but like it. Anymore, they don't say what the fucking charges are
I'm
for.
the fucking weird guy. I've called places.
Like you have to contact those companies to.
Mine are specified.
I mean, they specify, but like, let's say you have like subscriptions through Amazon or something like that. It'll be like Amazon /bill, but like you're like, well, what bill? What is that for?
You just go to your Amazon account and look, and it tells you.
It was an example, but like it doesn't always. Like you have to
majority
go
of them
you have to
are
go through
thing,
each
but sometimes
order.
it'll be like
Mine
it'll say
always
something
tells me
weird.
what I spend money on.
But I'm saying like there's charges on there that don't show up specified. Like it'll be because in some of these companies they run through a third party crediting system or whatever you want to call it, and like it's not. You know, you swipe it at one store and it says something else that isn't even a store. So you gotta go and figure out what this is. You gotta call your bank and go.
Especially if you buy something on the internet.
Yeah.
You'll get. It doesn't happen very often for me because I really don't buy weird shit anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And every place that I generally go to the same. Like I have real big trust issues buying shit online. So like anything that I trust, I know what it says when it comes through, even if it's weird, even if it's fucking Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I know what the fuck it is when it shows up.
Like I just had some.
Mine will tell me what company. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't like say like Subway. It doesn't say, oh, this is what you paid for. It just said Subway.
Well, no, but if that
charge.
Subway was owned by fucking somebody, it would sometimes if it's like if they have their system rings up or whatever, it'll be a charge to be like somebody's name, or it'll be fucking
Just
such and such
numbers and
incorporated.
letters.
You know what I mean?
Or it'd just be numbers and letters.
Global Foods Incorporated. You're like, what the fuck did I buy from Global Foods Incorporated? And they're like, oh, it was $7.99. That was when I fucking ate Hardee's. Or, you know what I mean? Like, but sometimes it's weird names.
I just had an issue with an order from Home Depot without so many details. Basically, I had to return it because I bought something with a gift card and it charged my debit card 2 different charges for one order. And it didn't even add up to the whole order. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on with that. And I mean, I'm not saying identity theft. I'm just saying it just came up weird.
Yeah, they're like here's one. It actually like you got to click on it and it'll tell you. But because it has like a long ass fucking number, and then you click on it.
Have a good night, Psycho or Sicko.
Tells me that it was Randall's.
Yeah. What's up, crowd, man? Welcome to the show. I'm glad Taylor Swift and Jelly Roll Picture got you here. Yeah, that shit happened. When I had that fucking garnishment, that I didn't know what the fuck it was. That showed up some weird fucking. I thought it was a scam. It was a weird fucking.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was, I had to call the fucking number, and then they're like, whatever, you know what I mean? I was like, and I still didn't think it was. I still thought it was a scam. Even when they answered the phone and said who the fuck they were, I'm like, you're not real. I just watched. That's fucking weird. I just watched that Beekeeper movie. You seen that? The new what's the dude's name?
Oh, I seen a trailer for it.
What's that guy's name? He's in Fast and the Furious and fucking
Vin Diesel?
No, the other guy.
Paul Walker.
No, that guy's dead.
That's true.
Tyrese.
No, white.
Ludacris.
He's also in like Snatch. And all the other like he's like the newer action guy.
Jason.
Yes.
Jason Bourne.
Statham. Jason Statham. That's a real name, right?
Hamro got you there.
He said that?
He said Jason.
Yeah, Jason Statham. Yeah, that guy. But and that's what that's what happens in the movie. It's like this big corporate company, and they scam. The whole thing starts because they scam this old lady, who was like helping out the beekeeper guy who was like a former. You know what I mean? You learn all this shit, but they scammed her out of all this money, and she fucking killed herself.
Yeah.
And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? You guys fucked up. And it's like these call centers all over the fucking world. Like,
I mean, that's the thing. I don't know. You guys probably haven't heard of him, but the YouTuber Mark Rober, he actually went on a thing for like a little series of shutting down at least 2 call centers that were scams in India or whatever. Yeah. Like, it was a big deal. So much of a big deal that the FBI actually got involved, that they were working with him because like he's like a genius and all that shit, and he was finding ways to track these people down. He was the one that made the porch like the little glitter bomb on to catch porch pirates or whatever, people that are stealing packages off of porches. I don't know if I mean, most of those videos have kind of gone viral or whatever as far as clips, but anyway, that's the guy, and he actually got 2 of those call centers shut down, and that shit was like crazy, of like the local government protected those companies, and like it's like they're like
$1 billion companies.
They put hits out on people. He's like they're informants that were. He had people that would go in and work for these people, and like the company had people show up at these people's doors if they had any type of suspicion, and it was like, legit, like spy, like, James Bond shit. Like, these people were here to like kill you if they, they found you and, they think you're doing something even just a little bit wrong, they're gonna fuck you up. Like it's mafioso shit, and
That's
you know
crazy,
that, and those small city governments over there in like India and them other surrounding countries that this happens in. I mean they thrive off of this, and money runs politics in every facet of the world. And these companies are just so big that it's just crazy to see just even a little bit of an insight on them. Well, I mean, I don't really have much more to say about it. I mean, that's what I was saying, that I got to see like some type of an insight because he has a couple videos. I think he has 1 or 2 videos on it. I don't know if he's done any more since then, but it's like because he had undercover footage from these people that were posing as workers just to see like how bad it was. And I mean, the people that get in there, they get in there because it's they don't get it's somewhat of a higher paying job, but it's somewhat to where like you can't just get out of. You get in and you're locked in. They do physical harm to people that they think may be leaking information. They're really tight-lipped on their security. It's hard to get clearances to these places, and I mean, it's almost like a cartel is how these places are operated. Now, I mean, obviously not to the point where they're decapitating people in the fucking lobbies, but I mean they're killing people that if they find out you're talking secrets, or you're telling people, or you're recording. I mean, like they'll search you, like they'll take you in the back room, they'll strip search you and all that shit. So I mean, it's a pretty big deal of like how tight-lipped their security is on running these places, and it's just crazy how easily they are able to get information. I mean, there was a huge data breach that just came to light a couple weeks ago. Some crazy amount of billions of accounts of information were stolen from hundreds of the biggest companies that are in operation. So like somebody basically just stole everybody's information from everywhere that you can think of. Bank accounts, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever bank you use, everything. 401ks, even down to shit that doesn't even matter. They got all this fucking information, and that's just what we know about. And at this point, the dark web has your information, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I don't know how we're going to be going forward with this if people are just able to do whatever with your information, because it's easily accessible. All you got to do is pay for it. Right. And it's not even that much. You can find somebody on the dark web and pay them, hey, here's $200. Here's 1,000 people's data. It's crazy.
You shouldn't be able to do that much with it. Like my email address, you shouldn't be able to open a bank account.
But because of all these companies like Google that try to build their algorithms to build, direct advertise to everybody, they've been tracking everybody. So all you got to do is just do a little bit of a, little worm virus here.
Well, then we'll just fucking have to do fucking iris scans or whatever. You know what I mean?
You do whatever. Like they probably have.
Well, I guess you could steal that too, couldn't you?
Yeah, because it's a data code that goes into the information. Like they probably have the everybody's fingerprints that have biometrics, and it's
all fucked, bro.
Pretty much.
All fucked.
Pretty much.
You got fingerprints too. You got eyes.
I'm all off.
Well, then you really can't log in. You can't even log in then.
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help. There's a whole studio light right there.
Don't do that.
I'll take it. I'll take it home. Shit. I'll find something to do with it.
That ain't gonna fit your car.
I'll make. Yeah, it will. This folds down, man. That'll fit my car. Man, did I ever tell you that one time that I fit a 26-inch mountain bike in my car?
Over here.
I fit a 26-inch mountain bike in that car. Yeah, that baby can haul.
They fit in my old car to get over here.
That'll fit. That'll fit. My
Two
car.
of them bitches.
That's in the Avenger.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah. That was the Avenger, sir.
Well, either way, it fit. Two of them.
Hell is ago.
Two of them.
Team.
Two of them. But yeah, shout out to Jelly Roll and Taylor Swift.
Right.
I'm such a Jelly Roll baby, dude. So weird.
I think anybody like, especially people that have been a fan of him as a person for a long time. We're all glowing with him, you know, because like he's like a kid, man. You put him in these fucking situations, and you know, not everybody's gonna be that grateful. Like that dude is like, it shows that like people just love watching him just be grateful and be put in these situations that and just blow his mind, man. You know, like for him to be at the Grammys, let alone be nominated, like
Twice.
And he showed up on the red carpet, and everybody was like, that's all the headlines. So it's like, shit, Jelly Roll's in it, you know, and all 10 and blah blah blah.
No,
like,
I was watching it. They were interviewing him.
it's just wild, man.
He had fucking Bunny and Bailey with him.
Yeah, and then like, you know, he like a whole subcategory of clickbait headlines was his mentor and all that shit. I guess he saw.
Oh, the dude from Shinedown?
Yeah.
That was at like the Clive Davis pre-Grammy party.
Yeah, and like people
he was
lost
there
their
all
minds
week.
over that. Like
Yeah.
he didn't even do anything crazy. He was just Jelly
Hey,
Roll.
Bubba, good to see
He
you.
was just Jelly Roll at the Grammys.
And the night before that, so that was the pre-Grammy. The night before that, he did the Bon Jovi honor thing. He sang. They were honoring Bon Jovi for some award he won.
Probably a lifetime
And he
achievement or
sang
whatever.
some Bon Jovi song in front of Bon Jovi. And then there's a video of him meeting Bon Jovi and Paul McCartney.
Oh shit!
And they're and,
I have not seen
And Bon
any of
Jovi's
this.
like, bro, I love your fucking record.
That's
He's like,
crazy.
shut the fuck up.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
He's like, Bubba, I was so nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I've never been so nervous to perform in front of anyone
That's
in my
crazy.
life.
Yeah, I would
And then
be
Paul
too.
McCartney, he was like, give me a hug. And he was like, thank you so much, sir. He's like, don't. And he's like, don't fucking call me sir. Like that type of. I was like,
Yeah.
it's so, dude.
Like he's so real.
it's over.
like,
Like, I'm not. It's like I'm living vicarious. Like it's overwhelming to watch him be overwhelmed.
He's very clearly a real dude.
Yeah.
Because everybody has such robotic like, oh, we act this way. We have proper responses. You know,
They kept and it, like when people were performing, the camera would go on.
it's
him.
just
He'd be
all.
like,
It's just always him freaking out. They're just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. And I think we love that authenticity from him.
he's got to meet everybody, like seeing him. Like,
And he's a real looking dude.
seeing Taylor Swift just put her head.
That
on
was
his
crazy.
shoulder, like,
I was like, oh, bro.
Bunny's like, it's so. My husband just met
I
his
saw
crush.
that.
Like,
She was like, so should I start packing my things or what? And she posted the picture. That I love because like that's clearly Taylor Swift likes him as a person.
Yeah.
They're like, oh hey, you know, we're taking a picture. Yeah, I'm not saying that she's whatever, but
that's so dope. Almost every time I saw him, I fucking cried a little. Oh my God,
and
damn,
you
I'm
know
such a
this is
baby.
all through headlines of me just searching Google.
Oh, I was watching the clips because I was at work.
I was just seeing.
And then I literally went home and I was like, I didn't even know my TV got TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, swear to God, I haven't watched television. Like, I have Netflix and Disney and fucking stream shit on the fucking tablet. And
Yeah.
I didn't even know my phone, but it was normal TV, so I was like, maybe I can figure it out. I had to like readjust my television to get TV.
Yeah, to fucking just get
Yeah.
the rabbit ears.
But I turned it on just in time for that fucking award. I started recording it because I assumed he was going to win, but he didn't. I was like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But apparently, even he was like, you know, don't hate on no girl, which is just respect. But she's like a, similar to like, I don't know if you know Neo or like a bunch of people who were like, they were songwriters for like years.
Yeah.
Like she's wrote half the songs that have already won Grammys for the last 10 years. And then she finally kind of stepped out to make her own music, which is why she won. You know what I'm saying? Like I never heard of her either, but I guess the people in the industry were like, this bitch been around for a long time doing big shit. Now it's her turn type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect that. There's a lot of people I haven't heard of, so I can't take that I haven't heard of it because apparently I'm one of them old guys now. Because I'm like, half the fucking people that are nominated, I'm like, who?
Bro,
Huh?
this last MTV Music Awards, I felt so bad.
I didn't even.
Well, I mean, like, they were having people perform, and I was like, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah, I don't know who any of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like the big, like Pink Black or whatever.
Pink Black?
Isn't that it?
No.
Something like that.
I
Right?
don't even know who you're referencing. You're so far off.
There's like Pink. It's little Asian girls.
You're, fucking.
Pink, Black and Pink.
No, I don't know. Are you talking about the heavy metal band, Baby Metal or whatever?
There's that, and there's another one. It's like Baby Pink Metal.
I don't know. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just.
How about our baby for the nominee for best Asian dance crop? How about our baby?
I would love that.
He was at the Royal Rumble, I think. Bartleboss, right?
Who?
Jelly. And
No.
he showed up at some other wrestling thing earlier in the year.
He was not at the Royal Rumble.
I thought he was. I thought somebody said something about that.
He was. I mean, maybe. Was watching it. I just started watching it. He was at Raw when they were down in.
That's the one he was like
Tennessee.
on, right? He was like a part
Well,
of
he
it.
was front. Yeah.
He like picked a fight with somebody or something. It was like playing.
Yeah.
But I thought he just showed up to Raw. I don't know that he was on it.
He was in the audience. Okay.
Maybe that's what I heard.
That's what Bartleboss.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think he was part of the show. I think he was
Okay.
just there, showing face. Can you make this go where it's supposed to? I don't know what the fuck happened.
What?
That's my internet
What are you
browser,
doing?
and I can't get it to move.
Oh, it's over there.
Yeah, it won't move.
Have you tried hitting the X button and then?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can do it.
I mean, the only thing connected is the camera, so it's not that big. Everything's on your computer today. Yeah, I have a feeling he's gonna be showing up in a lot of places. He's out there doing it, man. He's doing his fucking thing. I love it. Like I said, almost every time I saw him, I fucking teared up. It's weird. I don't know why I have such an emotional connection to his success. And girl, you remember Crystal from Chicago?
I know a couple of them.
Cute little blonde.
Oh yeah.
We partied with at the gathering many times.
Oh, Pistol. Yeah.
Yeah, she was at the Grammys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she got pictures with Jelly and everybody. I'm like, I'm fucking.
I think Whitney Payton was also.
Yeah,
at the
Whitney was
Grammys.
there too. But
Yeah.
Whitney's, she was. I mean, she has a Grammy, so she gets to go. She's like part of the fucking. Like, I think if you win a Grammy, you get to be part of the Recording Academy. Like, you're part of the people who votes for who wins.
This is so weird that it's not letting me drag it over.
I know. It doesn't make
Because
any
you
sense.
could drag it this
I
way.
restarted my computer 3 times. I fucking closed them all out. It doesn't make any sense. I didn't even move it over there. Everything about my computer is fucking wrong right now. It doesn't even make sense.
Even using your cursor is fucked up.
But yeah, she was there. Apparently, her brother works for the Grammys, and she, because I was like, show me the way. I'm trying to get there. I would love to be there.
Yeah.
That'd be insane. But yeah, I was like, it's so cool, bro. I'm trying to get to the Grammys, y'all. I have no reason to win one. I would just like to be there. That'd be insane. I don't know, bro. I didn't even do it. It just happened.
I didn't even know this was possible.
It's not. Doesn't make any sense. Brew, you went to Raw. Speaking of wrestling,
I did.
that's why we're here today and not yesterday.
Correct.
Did you get Raw?
No.
No. Did you have a Raw time?
It was a good time. It was a blast.
Did you win?
I didn't participate.
Did whoever you want to win?
Kind of cheesed it a little bit, but I opened a whole bunch of tabs because it kept moving over just enough to where I could get it to I could hit that little square to make it full
Heck,
screen.
whatever. I don't know how the fuck that happened at all.
But now the problem is that if you minimize it, I feel like it might accidentally go back to that. So there we go. Okay, I made it to where now that's the minimize. So there you go. There's your browser screen back.
Okay, well,
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, it's a whole different vibe when you're watching on TV versus being there.
Oh, it's terrible.
When you could feel the fucking flames, man. Yeah, it's a lot more boring in person.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna say the complete opposite.
Well, there's more
It was
stuff that.
very boring.
Huh?
It was very boring.
Was it?
Yeah. Horrible time. Shouldn't even have went.
You just said it was a good. You're being facetious.
I mean,
It's much better in person.
But
right?
how were the fights
No,
before
it
the
was
cameras
horrible.
went on? How was the fights before? Because I went to. I've been to a wrestling event
there was only
before.
one.
Okay.
There was 2 girls. It was horrible.
Damn. The event I went to many
That was horrible too, wasn't it?
years ago.
You fucking stop. God damn it. Just because he's being a dick doesn't mean you have to be a dick. How was the goddamn event?
How am I being a
Shitty.
dick?
Stop. He was talking about how great it was, and then you just went on the whole thing about how shitty it was, and now he won't stop.
That's shitty.
I never said it was shitty.
Or whatever. You said it was, it's extra boring or whatever. And he's like, yep, it sucked.
It was
He just
boring.
ran with what you said, even though he was telling us how
I'm
fun
not the
it
one that
was.
said that.
Clearly, you were the one that said it was boring. Hey, you said it's boring live. Can you rewind that?
Rewind it.
We can, well, he has it.
Anyways, no, it was a good time. I was in a box, all inclusive. Food was great. It had these fucking, I don't know, there's cheesy potatoes, bro, with bacon and cheese, and like they were like fried cubes. Oh, they're so delicious.
Mm.
And they had ribs and pork chops. They had wings. They had a bunch of
So
fucking
you were just
food.
eating.
Had hot dogs and brats. Yeah, I mean we ate. We ate before it started. You get in an hour before it starts.
That was all in your box?
Yeah,
That's what's up.
it was all inclusive.
Mm.
Drinks. I had this badass fucking old fashioned with buffalo trace, but they smoked it in front of you, like they fucking.
They set it on fire.
No, it goes like into this. I'll have to show you later, but it's a smoker for glasses for drinks,
Mm-hmm.
and they smoked. Oh, dude, it was so fucking good. I had like 3 of them.
It sounds so strange.
Dude, it was delicious. And then I drank a bunch of Crown and beers, and
Who's your favorite wrestler?
I don't really have one.
New Day?
They alright. I like Becky Lynch. She's a badass.
Is she on New Day?
No.
New Day, isn't that the 3 black dudes?
Kofi Kingston, what's his name? Xavier, and then some other dude. I don't know if he's still wrestling or not because he wasn't there last night. The other 2 were. But I haven't been watching it lately, so I got a little catching up to do. But yeah, it was a good time. I mean, the only thing that kind of sucked where we were sitting is they had the, I'm assuming what was the WrestleMania sign, since Royal Rumble's considered like the road to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of blocked our view from the Tron, watching it on the TV versus, I mean, we weren't exactly up close, but we were decent seats to see what was going on where we were.
Yeah.
But it'd have been nice on some of the things to look up at the Tron, especially when they're out there bullshitting or whatever. But other than that, man, it was a good time. We had a blast. Had a lot of drinks.
As you should if they're included.
It was funny because we were at the bar, and I seen them smoking the fucking old fashions. I didn't know what it was at first, but I seen them smoking them, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
That's
He's
when I
like,
got the little tube, right? They have like a little tube of smoke.
it's like in a case. Like they put this like case over it, and then they
Oh, and
light
they
it,
fill
and
it up?
yeah, and then it fills up with smoke, and it smokes the whiskey.
I gotcha.
But
Man, I would hate that.
so I'm like, "What the fuck is that?"
I would drink it, but I would fucking hate it.
Oh, dude, they were good, but
I
he's
don't like the smell of smoke.
he had the name. Well, it's like it's not like a, I don't know. It's a.
I mean, I get it. It's just, I would drink
You're
it
adding
because it'd
us
be
like
cool.
a smoke
but I
flavor.
would
You're
be like,
it adds a smoke flavor.
I had 2 house fires. I don't even taste anymore.
But so I asked him, I was like, well, what is that? And he's like, oh, that's blah 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 smoked old fashioned, whatever. And I was like, well, fuck. Dude,
Is that included in my all you can drink? Like,
Yeah,
yes,
there.
sir. Like,
I'm like, oh, I'm
It
like,
was?
Yeah. He's like, you want
that's-
one? I'm like,
You got
Yeah.
that premium bar.
I don't know what your rules are, but yeah. He's like, well, 2 drinks per person. And I was like,
I'll take 2.
well, I already had a beer and I already
Oh.
had Crown sitting in front of me.
I'll take 1.
I said, well, when I get done, I just gotten a beer and just gotten Crown. I'm like, fuck. I said, when I finish one of these, I'll get one. So at the bar, you can only have 2 drinks, but when you're in your seat, waitress is like, I don't give a shit what you have.
Yeah.
You keep telling me, I'll keep going getting
Yeah,
it.
they don't know who the fuck it's for. They don't give a shit.
I mean,
That's just a bigger tip for her.
Get your little loophole.
but I mean, there's only 2 people sitting at a table, so they're technically supposed to be watching
Yeah.
and leaving them. You know, you're maxed out at 2.
You better watch out. The fun police are going to show up.
But I was talking with
Hey,
her.
you got more than 2 drinks at your table. Get out of here.
The people get in trouble around there for that. But she was cool as fuck, dude.
I'm sorry, I didn't like the first one. I ordered something else.
I mean,
The beer was bad.
I didn't tip her until like
This Bud
halfway
Light had
through.
Bud Light in it.
I didn't tip her until like an hour in when we were sitting down in our seats, and I'm like, I'm just gonna see how service is. Dude, this poor lady, she was running her ass off. Anytime I asked for anything, no problem. I'll bring it right here. You know, I mean, and it was quick service too.
I think that's I think that's a great pick me up for her, like to get a tip mid shift. Like that's great.
Like, I always do it just to make sure. Like when I'm at an all-inclusive thing like that, I always do it. Like I'll sit there for a little bit, see how the service is, and she was very prompt. And then so I threw her 20, and then about another.
Well, yeah, because they don't get mad at you at first. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what it is. But then, yeah, halfway through, they're probably like, God.
Well, you get tired.
I hope
you're
this
like,
motherfucker's a good tipper because I'm
Yeah.
fucking busting my ass for this cocksucker.
Yeah.
Well, the last time
And then you're like, here.
last time
Oh, shit.
we were in this box, I didn't have any cash on me, so I'm like, fuck, dude. So I was running around looking for a fucking ATM.
I remember you telling us that.
But and I felt
Which
bad
is
for
so
it, dude.
weird
I
that
gave
they
a dude
can't-
like $60.
They can't fucking take your money. That's so strange.
No,
You
they
just pull
The
out a
goddamn.
they only take cards.
Who's the bitch in front of Walmart? The fucking Bell? They got fucking square readers, man. The
Salvation Army.
yeah,
Salvation
they got
Army.
fucking square readers.
Yeah, and then so she was just like, you can have whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. You should whatever you want. I threw her 20, and then like about an hour or so after that, I threw her another 20. I'm like, thank you very much. You've been very fucking nice. And I've noticed, like, I looked around and I noticed other people weren't fucking tipping her. I'm like, dude, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're
I would hope
in
they
an
do,
all
but yeah,
inclusive.
like-
I mean, I understand somebody paid for it, whether you did, like, whether you or your company.
Yeah, but still, they're not getting paid any extra.
But
No.
I mean, it could also be a thing where people like they have to share the tips. So like wherever the tips go at the bar, like it all has to go into a pool where like the staff that's in there, they all have to split the tips. It's more than likely what it is.
I don't know if they had to do that or not. But
I mean, usually that's kind
I
of how
know.
it is. Is that like you go into an establishment, like even like a restaurant or something like that, they have to split the tips with everybody. So I think that makes it a little bit more even for everybody, but it kind of sucks for the people that are
Bullshit.
like going above and beyond, because then you also got these people that are dragging ass, not doing worth a fuck.
no, I think whatever they get tipped, and that's theirs.
I mean, I think that's how it should be.
They may have to split it with the bartenders because they're the ones actually fetching drinks, maybe, but which I hope they do.
I always hate going into a restaurant
They
and
should.
hearing that they have to split it with like the cooks and all that shit. And it's like, no, they're not the ones. You know, like, yeah, sure, you're making the food, but that's all your job is to make the food. You got these servers out here
That's the
dealing with
hard
these
part.
fucking dickheads, bartenders that they're making good drinks. Like, those are the ones that are adjusting
if you're
how
there
good the
eating-
quality is.
If you're there eating, that cook, their job is to get that food, make it, get it out at a timely manner.
Yeah, but the problem is that if you have shitty food but great service and great drinks, then the cook is also going to benefit from those other people picking up the slack for
There's ways
for them.
around that.
What if it's the other way?
I mean, I've
What do you
tried
have
to.
great food and shitty service?
It's the other way. It's the same thing. You know, it's like then you're not going to tip because the front man, the waitress or waiter, they're going to not pull that tip in, and then everybody else suffers. So I think the whole blanket we have to share our tips is bullshit.
like when I
I think tipping is bullshit. Anyways, pay the staff what you need to pay. It's just a company's way of getting out of fucking actually paying their staff what they need to be paid. But
that's not true. I mean, if you're going out somewhere and you got somebody waiting on you, you should probably tip them. Like if I go to McDonald's, I'm not tipping them people. That is their job, is to take your order, grab it, and give it.
Yeah,
but if you're going out,
saying, I agree with what he's saying, because a tip. I agree with both of you. They should be paid a fair wage to do their job. They shouldn't rely on tips to get paid a minimum wage.
McDonald's workers don't rely on tips.
They know they're getting their $15 an hour.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
They're getting
waitresses are getting
$6 an hour.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like waitresses should also get their $15 an hour. And if they do a great job waiting on you, then you should you tip them, because you're going above and beyond.
I'm all about.
I get paid to do my job, but I also get tips.
But here's the deal.
Said the tipping thing should go away. I was like, no, that
shouldn't go away. True. It shouldn't be required for people to make their money.
For just middle of the road service, just like, hey, you did your job. Everybody did their job. It was nothing crazy great then you shouldn't have to be. It should be mandatory. It should be like, oh shit, I really enjoyed your service. You were fantastic. I'm gonna give you a tip.
Mandatory. I've never been somewhere where it's been mandatory.
Socially it's mandatory. You don't have to.
Yeah,
you don't have to do anything, but socially it's mandatory.
I've tipped plenty of shitty service people just because I'm like, I can't leave nothing.
There has been a few times where I've like dropped it down. You ain't getting.
But 20. There's been plenty of times in my life where I hated it. I'm like, if I could, you filled my soda up twice.
Yeah,
that's what you did. If I was allowed to walk over there and fill my soda up, I would have done it 4 times.
Yeah, sooner
and done a better job. But I'm still gonna tip you because that's your job.
Here's a big thing is that like I drink a lot of water when I'm out at restaurants and stuff like that. So it's like that I can notice how often they come to the table, because usually the first 2 cups are gone immediately.
He's a bartender. It's $3.15 an hour.
It's fucking ridiculous.
$3.15 an hour.
Tipping isn't a thing anywhere else in the world. It's a thing here.
I know.
In
crazy.
Japan, it's actually, I think it's considered an insult. It's just corporate greed in America. That's what it is.
That's fucking insane.
Because there was a loophole created by somebody that ran some politicians back in the day to where these food industries don't have to pay their workers a fucking fair wage, because it's just assumed that the customers are going to pay the rest of the wage, and it's bullshit. But I think it's even further bullshit when you have to share wages with your coworkers.
No, for sure. I agree.
I think, like, if you're gonna have,
unless it's like a catering situation or something like that,
that's a little different.
Yeah.
But
when you're literally a staff working together for one thing, but when you have your own interactions with individuals,
that's stupid.
You should get your own fucking money.
No, like the cook should be making a normal wage. Let's say the waitresses, if you're gonna have to tip, then they pull them in because you want your waitresses to put the best face forward. I kind of get that like it's encouraging them to do better and like be better with customer service and stuff like that. The bartenders, you want to do better. You want to make good drinks, and people want to have good drinks. So it's like, okay, so you'll get paid a little bit more if you make good drinks. I kind of get that. Cooks, just make the fucking food good. You get taught how to make the fucking food. Make the fucking food. You don't have to, like, if you're doing shitty at that, then the fucking waitress shouldn't have to suffer. The bartender shouldn't have to suffer.
That thing made noise.
Something did.
Fucking weird, bro. My computer's starting to work.
Yeah, because nothing's plugged into it.
Be nice to waiters. They'll be nice to your food. That's true. I agree with that. Be nice to waiters and they'll be nice to your food. 100%. I hate fucking complaining, even if it is bad. I hate it.
I had a situation in Memphis this weekend where this waitress was being snippy with me, and I didn't even do anything. Because I asked her, I was like, "Hey, what is your recommendation off this menu?" We were there during like kind of breakfast brunch hours, and I was like, "Hey, what do you recommend off this menu?" And she goes, "Well, breakfast or lunch," or she kind of said something like that. Breakfast.
Sounds like a question. Do you want breakfast or do you want lunch? And then I'll tell you.
That's what my brain heard. That you asked me. Well, what do you mean do you want me a recommendation off the breakfast menu or the lunch menu? And I go, no, just on the whole menu, in general. Well, I didn't realize what she was saying was. she was recommending the breakfast menu, and then like she named like 4 things. But I was like, you said breakfast or lunch, and I was like, I thought you were asking me which menu that you wanted me to specify. So I specified, and then she got fucking snippy with me. And I was like, I don't understand why you gotta be a bitch. Like, I was trying to clarify that.
That was you not saying anything?
I go, hey, what do you recommend on this menu? You know, what do you recommend on the menu, the whole menu? And she goes, well, breakfast and lunch. And then she.
That was her recommendation?
Well, that's what she was saying. And I go, no, like the whole menu. And she goes, well, breakfast, I would take number 11111. And I was like, okay, you didn't have to be a bitch about it. I was like, I thought you were asking me breakfast or lunch, and I was saying the whole menu.
She was. She did ask you that.
Yeah,
but you didn't specify, so that she got.
What? She was what?
She did. She was asking, based on your story. She was asking if you wanted breakfast or lunch, and you were like, no, just the whole thing. And then she didn't like your response, I guess. Right?
It doesn't make any sense though, because I wasn't doing anything wrong by responding. Hell no, I meant like the whole menu. What's your recommendation on the whole menu? Why would she get snippy with me on that? Like I cut her off and wouldn't let her speak.
I don't know. She just wanted to know if you wanted breakfast. Were you there for breakfast or for lunch?
We were there for brunch.
So she didn't know which one you wanted.
No, I said the whole menu. Like when I asked her, I go, hey, what do you recommend? Like the whole menu, like breakfast and lunch. What do you recommend on the menu? Like what is your recommendation? And
well, it depends. Do you want breakfast or lunch?
She didn't ask that.
Oh, I thought that's what you said she asked.
That's what I thought she was saying, but apparently what she was saying was, well, on the breakfast and lunch menu, I would recommend the breakfast menu, and I would do this, that, and the other, and like the way she said it.
So she gave you a reply.
No, the way she said it, it sounded like she was asking me. It's like she was gonna say the breakfast menu or the lunch menu, and I was like, no. I meant the whole menu, and she acted like I punched her in the fucking stomach, because I was like, no, I meant the whole menu.
So when she was explaining it, how I took it was when she said breakfast or lunch, then you cut her off. So she was probably getting ready to continue. Is why she got snippy, I guess.
Yes. It was one of those things where she
was still
was saying a lot of words when little words do, and I misinterpreted it as her misinterpreting me, asking just for
but
one.
She didn't. She understood the whole thing, but you thought that she okay.
Yeah, and so I was like, oh shit, no, I meant like, on the whole menu. I want to know your recommendation, and it was so. Yeah, I misinterpreted her, like, responding to me, because I was like, I don't know why you're saying all these fucking words, like you're gonna go on a whole spiel when I wanted just your recommendation of the whole menu. And then she got like snippy with me, and I was like,
so she was gonna give you a recommendation for breakfast and give you a recommendation for lunch.
No, because she never gave me a recommendation for lunch.
Because you cut her off. Because she gave me the recommendation after I cut her off,
and she made it seem like I only recommend this from the breakfast menu. That's what she said. She goes because I didn't know if she was gonna do an either or whatever, and I was like, no, the whole menu, because I genuinely wanted to know her opinion. I'm like, I want to know what you recommend. I want to try that, right. And I guess she took it that I was cutting her off, and she really hit me with the breakfast number this and this, and I was like, okay, shit, I my bad. I didn't know I was fucking pissing you off. Like, why do you have to? I don't know. That happened a couple times.
What age group would this person be in?
My age group. She was 30s. I would assume maybe in our age group, so it's around there.
Okay. That kind of matters. Probably having a rough day. Rough start.
Well, judge by
mic, but okay.
Judge by how I had not just me in particular, just like just how we as a group had interactions with a few people. It kind of just seemed like
Do you say pookers?
The arrogance of Memphis. Like there was some arrogance there, and it was like,
Yeah. What part were you in?
Downtown.
Yeah, tell us about your trip to Memphis.
Shit,
I just did.
Well, that was just the fucking one restaurant.
Yeah.
Was that the best part or the worst part of the trip?
That was the worst part.
That's the worst
No,
part?
I mean, I don't know.
Was that the worst part of the whole trip? Or
What-
is there something worse? If there's something worse, you better start there.
The worst part of the trip is that we stayed at a 5-star fucking hotel, like double, triple diamond, whatever the top tier is, and like I had nothing but problems, and I had to walk like probably miles to deal with having to get like 12 different keys made. I had a barcode just to get into the fucking parking garage. I paid for parking. It was tied to the room. You're supposed to be able to use your room key to you just tap it. There's a big old box. You just boop, there it is.
It didn't work.
And we had 2 rooms, 4 keys. None of it worked. I had them reprogrammed twice, and then I had them completely replaced once, and then I had a whole a quote unquote foolproof barcode that the parking garage manager gave me to make sure that I wouldn't have any more problems. And then the next fucking morning,
The barcode didn't work?
they deactivated that account.
He
Or some
realized
shit.
he had the wrong room.
No, it wasn't even that.
Did you pay for this?
I paid for it, and I went in multiple times, and come to find out,
How much did you get back?
oh, I didn't get anything back.
What
But-
if you're doing something wrong?
The
You
thing
have that many problems. You need to get some money back.
I should have, but the problem was is that there was multiple. Like, while I'm the one basically to tell the hotel, hey, your fucking parking thing is fucked up. You're having a problem right now with your fucking parking thing, and they didn't realize that until I had come in multiple times and told them. And I'm like, yeah, no, there's other people out there with fucking the same issue you would get stuck at the gate. You couldn't get in, and then you would hit help and call the desk, and it would go to fucking voicemail, and then you couldn't hang up. You'd have to leave a voicemail, and then it would just not allow you to call for help again.
I don't understand why you can't hang up.
It was in
Why do
the,
you have to leave a voicemail?
it wouldn't let you. It was in the menu. It wouldn't let you. When you hit call for help, it would go boom. All right, calling an attendant, and then
it's a screen.
It was a screen. It was a touch screen on the little kiosk, and then the little help button went gray. You couldn't click it again. Even after the voicemail clicked off.
You
Like-
sure this was a 5-star hotel? It sounds like about 2-star.
It was just a parking garage problem.
Half-star.
And the fact that it only had 4 elevators for like 700 fucking rooms. That was a problem too. It was a very, very nice hotel. Like super.
What was it?
No, it was the Peabody in Memphis. It was a very prestigious hotel. It was very nice. It was one of those that was built in the 20s, like super extravagant, lavish.
That's the problem.
Moldings
You expect a
and all
building
that shit.
built in the 20s to have good technology.
No, it was refurbished and all that shit, but I get what you're saying. Clearly, the parking garage was built afterwards because it was a block away and you had to fucking walk. So long.
Jeez.
Anyway,
Did
that
you
was the worst part.
Any good things happen?
I had a lot of good things happen. I mean, we left Friday in the morning and all that stuff. We stopped at Lambert's on the way down.
I saw that. I was
home
jealous
of
of
the road. One
One of my favorite places to eat.
That was Alex's first trip there.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did
And-
anybody get dumplings?
No,
you
no. I
Go back.
Go back.
Go back.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were gonna, but the problem was that we were still on a road trip. We didn't want anything like too crazy heavy.
Oh, you can't go there and not. I mean, everything that's heavy.
I know that's why it was a problem. I got the chicken or the country fried steak or whatever, which was also the special of the day. But the difference is that my chicken fried steak was a hefty portion. The special of the day was like you need 3 people to eat this fucking thing.
Fuck yeah.
Because the
Did you eat
people
it?
behind us, the people behind us got them.
Yeah, you get the small one because
It was the size.
Lambert's is all you can eat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They don't
Because-
tell you
Well,
that,
yeah,
but
because they come around with different sides
Well,
and all
no,
that
but
stuff.
also your food, your entree If you finish your entree and you want more, you just ask for it.
I had no idea.
They bring out a whole
I've
other fucking
never
steak.
made it that far. I've never
bring
made
out
it that far into the
dude. Because I planned. My shit's planned around that bitch.
I did not know
I'm like,
that
I
was
get
a thing.
fucking 3 fucking plates full of dumplings, dog, and the sides, mashed
Well, we
potato,
were
like,
there.
wow.
We were waiting for at least 45 minutes, and we were already catching rolls. We were like, shit, pour the.
That's always a guarantee when you go there. You're waiting 45 minutes to get seated.
Yeah. Well, no. We got seated almost immediately, but we were waiting forever to get our food.
Just filling up on rolls and okra.
And just diabetes tea, just
just
fucking
get water. Fuck that.
Well, I got water, but like we also
Giant
got
cups.
tea and but no, that was fun time. We try not to eat too heavy for that, but no, we from there we got down to Memphis, and the whole idea of this trip was that my mom is a huge Elvis fan, and for her birthday, which is this month, it's in probably about a week or so, on the 13th. When a shout out to her. I wanted to take her to Graceland.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah,
1 week from today.
Happy birthday. And so I wanted to take her to Graceland because she's a huge Elvis fan, and I wanted to give her like the VIP, like ultimate tour experience and all that shit. Yeah, and so like we wound up making the whole weekend an Elvis weekend, and it wasn't even planned completely that way, but it wound up being that way because like the first day we got in there, the first thing we did was we went to Sun Studios where Elvis was discovered and like he first started recording and all that stuff, and we did a tour there, and then we wound up going back to the hotel after that, and that night we went on like a 2-hour ghost tour. There was a walking tour all through like the downtown Memphis area. Was
Elvis there?
We went to a couple places where Elvis was.
They had Elvis. There was an Elvis ghost.
There was an Elvis ghost. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. No. There was some weird things that happened.
Why would there not be Elvis ghosts?
There was a weird thing that did happen. There were at one of the stops that was near where Elvis, a diner that Elvis used to frequent. I'm not saying it's Elvis. It was different, but there was a boarding house, and there was a section of the boarding house. There was only 2 people that lived there, and we in the upstairs in the far part. In this specific room that we're sitting there talking about, and obviously this could be set up, I don't know, but the way the tour guide was saying is that it was very fucking weird that not only did one of the people of the house go in this section of the house, because she's like, yeah, they don't usually go here, and they especially don't go in that room because there's a room that's specifically for like this one ghost and all that stuff, and it's just a room that nobody really goes in, and this person that lives in the house, we don't know, was in that room just randomly flicking the light on and off, like not like quick.
If my house was on a ghost tour, I'd be fucking with people all the time.
Well, that's what we thought, but it was one of those things that it wasn't like it wasn't like a it was we flick it on for a few minutes. And you flick it off for a few minutes, and you flick it on for a few minutes, and it did this for a while, and it was just weird because she was
I'm gonna go up there and check on that lady.
Well, she was like, it's so weird because obviously there's she never said that like that it wasn't a person doing it, because I mean I clearly saw the person open the door to that hallway, and then I saw a head walk towards her. She's just like, I don't know why she's in that room, and if you think about it. Because she's done the tour a whole bunch of times, she's like, I've never seen him in that room. But though, how many times that they turned the light on, left it on for a while, turned it off, and then turned it back on, then turned it off, then if you think about like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go in this room in this part of the house, I'm gonna go look at it for a while, like you're not gonna keep going back to the room and turning the light on and off for 20 minutes, and like, it's just weird because like if you're looking for something in that room, you're doing something in that room, you're gonna leave the light on, and then you're gonna do the thing. You might go back 1 or 2 times, like, oh shit, I forgot this. Oh shit, I forgot this. But they did it at least 10 to 15 times.
Yeah, that's weird.
And it was just weird to think that like, oh yeah, there's somebody clearly, obviously turning it on, but why do they keep going back to that room and turning
Elvis?
It was rumored that across the street Elvis lost his virginity in a hotel across the street
to a minor, I'm sure.
Nah, maybe, we don't know.
Fucking Elvis.
Fucking Elvis. But so that was one weird thing that was happening. It was just odd. But we learned a lot. I mean, we went through. We stopped at a lot of different bars and places. We got a lot of history. There was one like Ernestine and Hazel's is a very well known bar that like. It was a brothel, and the crazy thing about it is that we got to walk through there, and we got to go through the upstairs area, which was the brothel, and it felt like you were walking back in the old west, the Wild West of a brothel. Like, you think of a brothel, walking in a brothel in the Wild West. This is what this hallway was.
But there was no ladies.
No, there was
ladyless brothel is not a brothel. It's just a hallway.
It was just like, imagine if they were like downstairs and they hadn't gone upstairs yet. You know,
and you're at the bar.
But
right?
So like the story of that one was like they tied a lady to a. But anyway.
What did they tie her to?
It was a radiator pipe, and then there was basically two dudes that fell in love with one of these brothel workers, and then they found out, they obviously saw her go upstairs with another gentleman, and they decided that they were gonna tie her to the fucking radiator pole and torture her and sexually abuse her, and then leave her for dead and all that stuff. She wound up dying, blah blah blah. It was a bad deal. Anyway,
she's a ghost now.
So we got to go in that room and do all that shit. Anyway, I wasn't gonna get into the specifics of the dark side of it, but no, that was fine. We learned some great history. We had a great time. A lot of fucking walking. I mean, it was over a 2.5 hour tour. And then we stopped back. We were walking back to the hotel. I got some basically street meat where this guy was like had food in his cooler. He was cooking shit on a barbecue, like not an official stand, but like somebody was cooking barbecue and all that stuff. He had some great food. And then the next day on Saturday we went out to we ate at one of Elvis's favorite diners where like he has like his own favorite seat and all that stuff that he went through.
The peanut butter banana boy.
They had one of those things is a fried peanut butter banana bacon sandwich, and of course we got that.
Yeah.
Tastes like shit. Don't get it. It's not that great. Fried peanut butter banana does not go well. Peanut butter banana's fine. Fried, it just didn't hit right. It wasn't great. That the story of the waitress, that's where that happened at that. It was the arcade diner, which is actually right across the street from Ernestine and Hazel's. But yeah, no. So we got to sit there, and we actually got to sit in Elvis's favorite booth. They have it like marked off and shit like that. You can actually sit and have a meal, but we got in while there was people there, but then they wound up leaving. So we went over and took like pictures and shit with there. And then after that, we had the big huzzah, which the tour of Graceland, and we had a 10:45 like the ultimate tour and all that stuff. That's when we were supposed to be there, and like we showed up, and you go across the street to this like complex that basically you're pulling up to like a Six Flags fucking amusement park.
Yeah, it's so different now.
Fucking well,
when I was a kid, it was just a house and like a little fucking office.
Yeah. Well, they were running out of the strip mall that was across the street, but I think they finished building and opened it in 2017. A whole huge complex of several different buildings, several different exhibits of Elvis. I mean, it feels like you're walking into an amusement park. And you go in there and you get shuttled across the street to the mansion and all that stuff. And so the tour itself is like 4 hours long. It's crazy. So we show up there, we get the tickets and all that stuff, and like you get a meal ticket with it, and you basically get access to anything you want. When you have like, they give you like lanyards or badges and stuff like that, and you can go and if it didn't take a fucking day, they dangled it in front of you. They're like, no, you can go on as many tours as you want this day. Like we could have done the ultimate tour again, but the thing is that we started at 10:45 in the morning, and we didn't leave the entire area until like 4:30. It was an all day thing, but I mean, it was awesome though to be able to go into his mansion and see all the different rooms. We didn't get to go upstairs. The tour guide that we had been working there for like 36 years or some shit. And anytime you would mention anywhere near the upstairs, I mean, she'd be like, oh, she would like get offended. They're like,
Really?
oh no, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to him. And blah blah.
Why?
Blah. Because she had such a love for the family and the history and all that shit, I guess, that they had the whole upstairs closed down. Like his bedroom is his wardrobe.
Because he died in the bathroom up there?
Yeah, but technically I think he died in his room.
But it's like the rest of the fuck. If you look at
whole
the house, you want to see the house.
Yeah. Well, we saw 2 stories of the house because like there's the living quarters, there's a basement, and but then you go out and
there's a jungle room.
The jungle room is crazy. And it was weird because like the second we stepped inside the house, I was with my mom, my dad, and my wife Alex, and we were in a queue in the line for a little bit, and then we stepped inside, and as soon as you stepped inside, the air got real thick because it closed quarters, a lot of people breathing, all that stuff. It's just this is how it is. Well, we stepped inside, and then like not even 2 minutes in there, my dad is complaining that his whole leg is numb, and I'm like, bro, I swear to God, you better not be having a fucking stroke. Are you like real?
We
like,
just bought $200 tickets to get this motherfucker.
$250, and I was like, well, I mean, if he's gonna go, like, I mean, going to Graceland,
you better go upstairs.
Yeah, you better, shit, my dad's on Graceland,
If you're gonna have a heart attack in Graceland, you better run up the steps.
I didn't know because he has like COPD and shit like that, so like thick air is hard for him to breathe, so he's also having that going on. And like I thought he was gonna fall over a few times, and we are just inside the front door, and I'm like, bro, you better not. Like Elvis better not be taking you out, man. That was just a weird thing. It wound up not being anything.
He wound up not dying.
He wound up not dying. But
just like Elvis.
Just like Elvis, he is alive and well.
They spelled his name wrong on the ticket.
Yep. But. No, from there, I mean, you got the mansion tour, and then there's the whole grounds. Like you have the office building, where some famous interviews, like especially when he got back from the army and stuff like that. Like there was a famous interview done in there, and it's all set up to where you can see how it was, and you got the trophy building, and then you got the horse stables, and there was a building on there. The last building that he constructed was the racquetball court, which actually was the last building that he was in besides the mansion on the day of his death. Like he was playing racquetball that day, and we heard stories of that, like, because there was a piano in there, like the last things that he did. It was cool and serene, and it was just cool to see all the shit. It's like, oh shit, like Elvis touched this wall, like he touched this handle. It was just kind of cool.
Gross.
And then they took us back across the street to the theme park, and we saw his car collection. We saw all of his his cinema outfits and the outfits he wore on significant.
Did you fly the jets?
That was at the end. That was a self-guided tour. They let us fly around Graceland and then land the planes.
I love how they call it a self-guided tour.
Yeah.
They're like, just go look.
Yeah, well, that's what it was. And I wish they would have guided us because we went across the wrong goddamn bridge, and after like 4.5 hours of just walking, we went a completely wrong direction, and they had it gated off on the backside of the planes. So we made it to the planes, but like they didn't have it. We couldn't get to them. We had to walk all the way back through the parking lot, all the way back through the entrance, all the way through the fucking theme park, all the way past the shuttles and back down.
That's how we do it, baby.
It was cool.
Taking care of business.
Yeah, I told my parents, I was like, my parents are elderly. This is a lot of walking for them. And mind you, the night before we did a 2.5 hour walking tour, which was also a lot of fucking walking.
So you did it 2 days.
We did 2 days of walking. It was, but anyway. So, and then we had the meal tickets, so they had like a little restaurant on site where we all got like. was good food. It wasn't anything stellar. It was better than just regular amusement park food. It was like barbecue sample platters and stuff like that. The tour ended with the big huzzah, which was his the jumpsuit exhibit, which is, you know, his famous jumpsuits. And the shit is wild. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of to kind of depict of how crazy it was, because I mean, it was just like an entire warehouse room just full of fucking jumpsuits, man. Like there's a part of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's way different than it used to be.
And then let's see. I mean, you walk into this area where, you know, it's 3 or 4 jumpsuits high, and it's just a huge cube.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool picture.
Oh,
Glad
shit.
I got to see it. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm like, I guess I'm not gonna see it.
Nope.
No, you're right.
It's not for you.
Guess not.
My eyes.
That-
oh man.
There was a whole cube of that. Like it was
That's
that.
dope.
It was that way, like all the way around. Like, you know, you go through like a little hallway of just lit up like jumpsuits and all that shit. Like that was the big huzzah. Like seeing because like it's in a dark warehouse and like you
Did
just,
they have a setup like that in his house still?
no.
See, it's so crazy to think about we went there as a kid, because my mom's a huge Elvis person. When I was a kid, my mom wasn't a kid, I was. But like it was like in the basement of his house, and they just had like 4 or 5 of those, and it was like it was just like a lit up. It wasn't that big. That's like 15 times
Oh, it's
what it once was.
I don't know if it does any type of like I did. That's just you can't really see it on
Like
the screen.
4 of those in a room. That's what you got when I was a kid. But it also cost like $20 to go to Graceland.
Yeah,
this was
this was-
250.
Yeah, it was.
It's way different now.
It's way different now. I mean, it's like a huge room
that's massive.
in a warehouse, and this is after like walking in this warehouse for at least 45 minutes. Like this is a big walkthrough on the end of the tour, and that was the big huzzah. Like you walk around this corner of like there's not a whole lot of lights, and you just walk into this whole giant lit up area with just floor to ceiling just fucking jumpsuits. It was like, okay, this is the cum shot. But yeah, oh shit. So we did all that, and then I mean we still went on a self-guided tour for another, you know, hour and a half after that. It's like we wanted to see some of the gift shops and all that stuff. There was a whole exhibit of him being in the army that we didn't get to see. There was another exhibit that we didn't get to see, but we did get to see the Lisa Marie Presley exhibit. They did a little short exhibit there because, you know, she passed away, and so they have like her stuff set up, and then we went through this exhibit like for the back lot or whatever of the Elvis movie that recently came out, and so like we kind of got to see the on-air used outfits and stuff like that, and you know the actors and actresses and stuff like that, little mannequins of them and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. But I mean that shit took all day, and then so after that we went back to the hotel, and thankfully we were able to make the duck ceremony, which I haven't even talked about. The big like thing, you know, the big pizzazz of the Peabody is that they have this thing where they have a fountain in the middle of the lobby, and like from 11 to 5 they have live ducks that just swim around this thing. It's actually like 5
Do they bring them on the elevator?
yeah
I've seen that.
they
I know what
build
you're
it.
talking
Yeah, they do the ceremony
They're
where
from the roof and they put
Yep.
them in the elevator?
Yep, that's it. The duck ceremony.
Why do I know that?
They do because it's world famous. World famous. They live in a villa in a penthouse on top of the hotel.
Upside down pineapple.
Upside down pineapple, and then they bring them. They do a parade to the elevator, bring them down, and then they roll out the red carpet, and then they walk on the red carpet to the fountain, and then they chill in the fountain all day, and then 5 p.m. they go back and do it the other way. Well, after the Graceland, we got to see the ceremony for them going to the back up to the penthouse. And the whole fucking lobby is just stuffed with people. And
just to watch some fucking ducks
just to watch
walk.
the fucking ducks.
Look at them ducks walk.
Look at them. It was fun all the way up until they had an honorary duck master, which obviously was a child. And then
Why is that obvious?
because it's
I would be an honorary duck master.
they wouldn't let
you.
you. They wouldn't let you.
I don't know how
Because
that's
you're not a
obvious.
child, it's not cool for the public to see. It's more fun fanfare to have a child do it than
I
it
bet
is
they
to
would
have
like-
a grown man do it. But it's not me. It's corporate America. It's what they want. Everybody went, oh, look at how Joe's so cute. He's a little kid. Blah blah blah. Well, anyway, he fucked it up. Anyway, so it really lost the huzzah after the duck master didn't take lead. And, they kind of just stood in the middle of the red carpet for 5 minutes. And then
What do we do?
they moved forward a couple feet. And then they stood there for another 5 minutes.
You just think by now the ducks would know which way to fucking go.
Yeah. Well, because you were supposed... All he had to do was just move him along. But, he was really relying on this kid. And, I don't know. Anyway, it was still kind of fun to see the ducks. I wouldn't want to do it again. Because the thing is that the hotel, it is beautiful and as nice as it was, it only had 4 elevators. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The time I spent waiting for elevators the entire weekend, I had to be waiting for an elevator for over an hour, the whole time. And then
Almost had stairs. You got all that.
There was
walking.
no stairs from the lobby to the mezzanine, which was the because you had the lobby, and then the one level up that you could see over the lobby was the mezzanine. The parking garage was fucking a half mile away, and you had to go up to the mezzanine to get to there. Going back to the whole parking garage bullshit, I had to keep going from the mezzanine to the lobby, back to the mezzanine, blah 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 blah. There was no stairs going from the lobby to the mezzanine, so you had to wait for these fucking elevators, and it just took for fucking ever. And especially when there was the ceremony, there was hundreds of people in the lobby, and there was me and my dad, we were coming back from the parking garage, and Alex and my mom were down there because we dropped them off. They were down in the lobby, and we were like, we're not gonna fucking wait for these goddamn elevators. We're just gonna sit here and we're gonna people watch and let everybody kind of dissipate, because you're waiting there for a half hour for these fucking elevators. It's so stupid. That was another thing that sucked, but it was a nice hotel. But let's see. So anyway, we wind up after that. We kind of hung around in the room, and then after a few hours, we went back to Ernestine and Hazel's. And Alex had been, I guess she'd been trying 3 or 4 times to come into Memphis to get these burgers. And mind you, we went there. We weren't able to get a burger at the time because we were on a ghost tour. But we went back the next day to get a burger, and the fucking place was closed. It had a private event there, and like I said, Alex had been trying 3 or 4 times to get a burger from this joint, and we had to drive there from the hotels, and it was like, are you fucking kidding me? And luckily there was a lady standing outside of this event waiting for her husband or whatever, and I was able to sweet talk her into going in, and I guess they had it catered, because they only serve one thing on the menu, and it's that burger. It's a soul burger. And but I guess it was catered for the private event, and I thought we were gonna have to pay for it. I was like, here, I'll give you money, it's no big deal, we'll Venmo you however we need to do. I thought she was gonna come in and maybe I would go in after her or something like that. She would be like, oh, hey, come in, you can go order and pay for it. No, she came out with 2 burgers and a little platter or whatever with a bag of chips and all that shit, and she was like, here you go. And we were like, are you fucking kidding me?
All that and a bag of chips?
You're amazing. you are amazing, lady. Yeah, so we took that back to the hotel room for a little bit, and then we wound up going out on Beale Street later that evening just to kind of walk through, and there was another burger joint that Alex wanted to try, Dyer's Burgers, which they have fryer grease that's over 100 years old. They basically just add grease to it
That's gross.
It's gross. It's gross. It's a very protected secret from them. Like when they have to transfer the grease to like a new location, they have like armed security guards and shit like that, and it's a big deal.
Fuck yeah, P for Duckmaster 2024.
There you go. I'm fucking down for you to be an honorary Duckmaster. You would have been a way better fucking time than.
I'll make a whole fucking duck fit.
It would have been great. It would have been great. I would have much rather you been a
fucking ducks and dinos. We'll do a whole event.
I would have much rather you been the Duckmaster. But anyway, so we want to
go home and practice tonight.
You should. It's a fun time. It's fun. I have pictures and stuff of it actually. Let's see.
Fucking Duckmaster, baby.
Fucking Duckmaster.
It's almost that time for you to go home and
practice.
do your research.
I'm gonna practice my duck mastering.
Right.
Anyway,
it's not the mastering I thought I was gonna do when I got home, but hey, we're gonna give this one a shot.
Anyway, so we went on Beale Street. It was raining at this point, and I don't know because it's off season or something like that, but there was hardly anybody there, and there was so many bars and gift shops that were closed at like 9 p.m. It was stupid.
Close early down.
It was so stupid. Like, I was so let down by Beale Street. I was like, this is ridiculous.
It gets wild down there, bro.
There was no wild down there.
Well, I'm saying that's probably why they close early, because
there was nobody there. So we went there. We got Dyer Burgers. We went to Wet Willie's. We got Call a Cab.
Somebody probably got shot the night before, so they closed early that night.
Well, we didn't hear about it. And then we went back to Dyer's on the way back to the hotel room because I was hungry. And as I was walking in,
like, let's go get more free burgers, babe.
Well, no, that was Ernestine and Hazel's. We had to pay for Dyer's. I was walking in and I was getting the order from the people there I was with. I was like, oh, what do you want? Do you want some on it? Blah, blah. And I'm walking in, and my mom had kind of stepped inside, and they were like yelling at my mom and Alex that they couldn't have drinks inside the bar. And we are in the door frame, and I'm yelling back at them. I'm the one coming in. They are staying outside, and they are screaming at them to get the fuck out. And I'm like, I don't understand what the fuck you're doing.
I understand that. That's a liquor license.
No, I get
that's
that.
That's bread and butter.
No, I get that. But I'm actively saying they are not coming in. I'm ordering, and I didn't have anything in my hands. I was like, I'm coming in. They are not. And they're screaming at them. And I couldn't even hear them, and they were next to me telling me what they wanted. And there's nobody in the restaurant. There's nobody there. There's nobody on the fucking street. There's nobody in the restaurant. There's only the workers. And I'm like,
they might have already had some. They might have already gotten popped for it before, so they're like, "Fuck that, we're gonna be strict on it."
And I totally get
next one in.
And I totally get that. But the thing is that I actively was like, "Hey, they're not coming in. I'm coming in and I'm doing the ordering. I'm just getting their order, and it's raining. They're kind of just stepping in as I am. They're gonna wait under the awning." And anyway, so like and then I get up to the counter, and there's just the cook sitting there. The lady that I'd ordered from earlier, she was in the back, and the cook he doesn't even make eye contact with me. I'm at the counter, and he grabs a menu, and he's just kind of looking at the people that are sitting next to him, which is, I guess, staff friends or whatever. And then he just kind of holds the menu up, looking over to his side as I'm standing in front of him. Doesn't say anything to me. He's looking over to his side, looking back, and I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, what are you gonna let me order? Are you gonna hand me the fucking menu? What are you doing? And then eventually the lady comes back around, and she goes, oh, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't fucking know how I'm doing. I stepped inside the fucking door, and I got fucking screamed at. Like, and I'm sitting there telling them that, hey, blah, 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 everything I just said. Like, this is bullshit. Like, I don't understand why you guys are fucking yelling and screaming, and I can't even hear the fucking order from the person standing next to me over this bullshit when I'm telling them I'm the one fucking ordering. So I wound up ordering this shit and all that stuff.
I just turned around and walked out. I've been, all right, bet. See you guys.
If that wasn't the
only, went somewhere else.
I should have, but the thing was that it was pouring rain, and we had to walk back to the hotel, and we were exhausted. And I was like, you know what? I just want the food. I want to go back to the hotel.
More of a reason to just turn around. And go
but everything was closed.
Everything was closed.
There was nowhere I could go. like I could go to a bar and maybe get like some other drink, but the food places were closed. Yeah. The gift shops were closed. Everything was closed, but the lights were on, and it was like, so it was bullshit. But so anyway, we wound up doing that.
Tune in next week to hear the continuation of Tony's story.
All the continuation was that we woke up the next day, went to the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid, went up to the observatory deck, which is raining, cold, very dangerous. Felt like I was gonna fall the fuck off because I was slipping all over the place. And then we went to Central Barbecue, which was right next to the Lorraine Motel, which I had been to, but my dad didn't. And we had some great barbecue. And then we visited the Lorraine Hotel, which is where Martin Luther King got shot. Serene, and then we hopped on the road, got back home. It was a fantastic, phenomenal trip. We had a great time. Minus two or three stupid things that happened, but other than that, I didn't let it get it down. It was a great time.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I got to do that with the little microphone that everybody recorded with at Sun Studio. You do like a little photo op, and it was like the microphone that was original to when they were recording with everybody, and so like I got to do it.
You could be possessed by Elvis.
I got to thank you very much.
Did you go to Heartbreak Hotel?
Maybe.
It's there. It's right there on the strip. It used to be. I don't know. And then there's a Nike outlet store too.
Didn't see that.
Cool.
Anyway, so that's my Memphis trip.
Tune in next time when maybe we'll be on time. And maybe things will work. And maybe we'll have a guest. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen?
Who knows?
We don't have any. You don't have any images to put on the screen, so you can just hit stop.
Bye.